welcome back to our Into the New Year Yoga Challenge, day 9. And we're almost at the end. Time is simply flying, but let's not go there just yet. Let's keep our eyes in the present moment. Let's keep the eyes on the mat and focus on today. And today is all about creating space. So allowing this new fresh energy in the center of our heart. So expect a lot of opening, a lot of expansion, a few back bending, but I promise they're going to feel just great. So grab whatever that you need to, and I'll see you shortly. And let's find a comfortable seated position. And just, try to ground through the sit bones. Relax your arms down just for a moment. Close your eyes. Tune in to the breath straight away, just taking a few deeper inhalations and exhalations. Just feeling as the belly expands, then the air travels into the ribs, maybe a bit into the chest. And then everything comes back in. A few more breaths. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's bring the hands on top of our shoulders. So just giving the shoulders a bit of love. So try now and bring your elbows up towards the sky. And as you exhale, you bring them out through the side, and we just repeat, going round in circles. Going through all the little clicks that might happen around your joints. My right shoulder keeps on clicking here. I wonder what that might be. Okay. Yeah, just be generous with the movement. Creating space. And we're going to change direction. So elbows going in and down. And then draw them through the sides and back up. Inhale going up. Exhale down. Few more. Great. And then position your elbows to the sides. We'll be inhaling as you twist over to the right. And exhale, go over back through the center and to the opposite direction. So inhale. So trying now to focus on the rotation that happens around your middle spine and creating space there and across the shoulders and your chest. You can close your eyes and find the rhythm that works for you. Last 5. Exhale in the center, take a breath. Breathe out. Let's now inhale on our right and exhale to the left. And find your rhythm and continue. Last 5. Exhale in the center, release your arms down. Your shoulders are probably warmer by now, hopefully. So just take a moment to reset, to integrate. Maybe feeling any tingles, any vibrations around your arms, around your hands. Great. And then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and we'll make our way onto our bellies. So just extending your legs, dropping the knees, the hips down. Very nice. From here, bring your forearms onto the floor. We're going to bring the right foot towards the shoulder. So just bending your knee. And you can stay here if you want to. You can position your left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. Grab the right foot into your right hand and just gently guide your foot closer in. So I want us to keep the activation across the glutes still. Maybe just a slight tuck through the tailbone. And you bring the foot closer just to find a stretch across the right quad. Very good. Just focus on your breathing. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Lovely. Slowly release the foot. We'll change sides, so you can just basically bend your knee if this is enough of a stretch, or you can grab the foot into your left hand and guide your foot closer towards the glute, towards the left outer hip. And just a few moments here. Keep the activation across the glutes. Great. One more deep inhale and exhale. Great. Slowly, we want to release the foot down. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to push up into our tabletop, all fours. And from here, walking the arms forward, we find puppy pose. And in our puppy, we'll play around with our pelvis. So as you inhale, I want us to tuck the tail under. And as we exhale, we let it go. And just a few rounds like this. Try and synchronize these two movements with your breath. Last few. Deep inhale. Exhale. Well done. Now from here, guide your hands back in just for a moment. Your right hand is going to flip so your palm is facing up. We bring the elbow, the forearm down. Your left forearm can also just drop to the floor. And now concentrating onto that right shoulder. So here as well, you can try and tucking the tail under. See how that feels. You should feel the stretch across the outer right shoulder. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Bring the right arm in. Let's swap. So flip your left hand. Bring the elbow, the forearm, the hand down. And now just getting into that left side. So again, maybe you tuck your tail under. So we're not using our flexibility that we have through our spine. So it's all about the shoulder. So once your pelvis is tucked under, we're targeting more the left shoulder joint. Great. One more deep inhalation. And exhale. Very well. From here, walk your hands back in. Let's tuck the toes under and find our way into downward facing dog. So just taking the first couple of breaths in your downward dog, perhaps bending your knees one by one, moving, easing in as always. Very nice. Taking a deep inhalation and breathe out. From here, let's guide our feet to touch and take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Bend your right knee, open up through your hip, rotating the pelvis. And I want us now to lift the left heel off the ground and we look towards the left hand here and imagine that your right foot wants to travel towards the left shoulder. So just staying here for a few breaths. Keep sending the right knee up. And now if you can, still looking towards your left hand, but ground your left heel towards the floor. Very good. One more breath. And let's guide the right knee towards the nose and we take our foot through and in between the hands as we exhale. Drop your left knee down. Inhale to come up. Exhale, guide your hips forward and interlock the hands, perhaps flipping the palms here. Draw your chest through, opening up through the front part of the body. If your hips feel okay, feel free to sink them low. So you keep opening up across the area. One more inhalation. And release the hands onto that right knee as you exhale. Now from here, pivot your left shin behind you. We're going to take our left arm up as the right elbow rests on top of the right knee. And as we exhale, we lean towards the right side, finding space across the left side of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last inhale. Exhale. Great. Slowly we rise, breathing in, arms to the sky. We'll try now extending through the right leg as we bring the left hand to the floor on the left, taking the right arm now along your right ear. Breathe out. 2. Last inhale. Exhale. With control, let's rise back up. Inhale. And shifting now into the front knee, bring the back toes in and send your right leg back towards the sky. So just brushing the leg through, bend your knee, inhale. And send your right foot behind you onto the floor, finding our wild thing. So left leg extends, foot grounds, and reach the right arm up. Breathe out. Just one more breath. And exhale, release the hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Breathe out. When you're ready, guide your feet together and take your left leg up. Inhale. Bend your knee, rotate through the pelvis, open up through those hips. Now from here, we look towards the right hand as we lift the right heel. Send your left foot towards the right glute. Pause here. Of course, continuing with your breathing. Then see if you can ground the right heel towards the mat. Great. One more breath. And draw your left knee towards the nose and we take the foot through. And in between the hands, exhale. Right knee to the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, dip your hips forward. Maybe interlocking the hands again. Index fingers point up and back. And you open up through the chest. Breathe out. 2. Last inhale. Exhale. Well done. Let's release the hands on top of our left knee. From here, we just rotate the right shin behind us. Left elbow onto the left knee. Right arm up. Exhale. Lean over to the right. Find a stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. And out. Let's reach the arms up as we extend through that left leg. And right hand reaches towards the floor. Exhale. Try to lengthen as you extend. Breathe out. 2. Last breath in. And out. Very nice. With control, reach up. Inhale. Bending through the front knee, reach the hands to the floor, take the right foot back, tuck the toes under, brush your left leg back, inhale. Bend your knee, open the hip, and guide your foot towards the floor. Let's find our wild thing. Send your hips up. Take your left arm up. Exhale. One more breath. And release the hand to the floor. Find your down dog. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. So we'll continue with this flow adding a couple of things. So when you're ready, let's bring the legs to touch and right leg goes back again. Inhale. Bend your knee, open up through the hip. Look over the left shoulder slightly. Good. Take a breath and bring the right knee towards the nose. This time we hold it for a few breaths. See if you can actually touch your nose with the knee. Breathe in. Look forward and send your foot through and towards those hands. Remember, if it lands somewhere not as close to the hands, you can always just help yourself with the right hand. All right, let's bring the back knee to the floor and tuck the toes. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Interlock the fingers. Push the space away. Open up through the shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out, and one more. And we release the hands onto the right knee as we bring the left shin in. From here, left arm goes up. Inhale. And lean over towards the right. Maybe this time the right hand drops onto the floor. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly from here, we reach up as we extend through the right leg and release the left hand down. Exhale. Now from here, option to raise the right foot off the ground and maybe even bend the knee as you grab the foot behind you and kick the foot into the hand to open up through the chest a bit more and your right shoulder. Great, 2 more breaths. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Let's slowly release. Extend your leg and the arm and bring the foot to the floor. Exhale. From here, we take the arms up towards the sky. And now rotating towards the front leg, bend the right knee. Guide your hands onto the left side of your right foot and pivot the back shin into its neutral position. From here, right arm goes up. Let's bend the back knee. You either stay here, just reaching towards the foot actively, or you actually grab the foot and gently dropping those hips down, you find a quad stretch. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, and one more. Exhale. Well done. Release the foot. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the knee. And from here, we reach up, high lunge. And find our warrior 2. Take a breath. Release your elbow onto the front knee. Left arm just reaches along the ear. Now you can stay here, or you bring your left arm from behind you. And from here, maybe you're going to go into a bind. So the right arm is going to go just underneath the right thigh. And you clasp your fingers together. Now, option to stay here, or one more option to extend through the front leg. We breathe. And that's the beauty in our practice, that we can just do what feels good. There's so many options, right, to choose from. Last breath. Breathe out. Well done. Bend through the front knee. Guide your hands to the floor. We brush the leg back. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Once more, we bend the knee and we revisit our wild thing. So take your right arm up. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Breathe out. Last one. And slowly coming back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let's continue. Left leg goes back. Inhale. Bend your knee, open the hip. Exhale. Look over the right shoulder. See if you can actually see the foot right there. One more breath. And draw your knee towards the nose, and this time we hold. Actually touching the nose with that knee. Inhale. And now look forward and guide your foot through and in between those hands. Exhale. Right knee to the floor. Take your arms up. Inhale. Open up through the chest a bit more and lean back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And release the hands onto the knee. Exhale. Pivot your right shin behind you. Take the right arm up. Inhale. Lean towards the left. Maybe the left hand also drops to the floor here. We breathe. Keep rotating. Keep on creating space. One more breath. Exhale. Let us rise, breathing in, extending through your left leg. And bring the right hand to the floor as you exhale. Now option to lift your left foot and stay here. Or option to bind. Bend your knee, grab your foot, and begin to kick the foot into the hand so you open up through the chest and your shoulder. Very nice. One more breath. Exhale. Slowly release the leg and the arm. Place the foot onto the ground. Exhale. With control, we come up. And now bring your arms forward, hands right side of your left foot, and return the right foot into that straight line. From here, left arm goes up. And you can bend your knee and actively reach for the foot, or you grab the foot into the hand. Allow your hips to drop. Great. Just now focusing on the right quad stretch and a slight rotation across your spine. So if you want more for your shoulder and the spine, you kick the foot into the hand. Breathing. Very well. Last one. Exhale. Let's release the foot down. Tuck the toes under, lift the knee, and rise. High lunge. Inhale. And warrior two. Exhale. Take a breath. And bring your elbow onto the front knee. Right arm goes along the ear. And again, we have options to stay here, to bring the arm back. Maybe we bind. And when we find the bind, maybe we extend through that leg. Let's hold. Take your time here. Very good. And last breath in. And exhale. Slowly we bend in through the front knee. Take the hands to the floor. And from here we brush the left leg back. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Bend your knee and guide your foot behind you into our wild thing. So this time we take a few more breaths. Keep reaching your heart up. Very good. And last inhalation. And we slowly come back into our downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Exhale. One more inhalation. And breathe out. Let's soften the knees to the floor. Shifting onto whichever side to come into seated. And then from there, we'll guide our legs through. Feet on the floor. And we'll lower onto our back. So you can hold onto your thighs if you want this to be a bit more active. Arms forward, and we begin to roll. Very good. Lovely. And then the head comes down. Just take a nice breath in and out. We're going to go into a few further back bends. So if you want to, we're gonna do 2 rounds. So bridge and our wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. So first, let's begin with the bridge. So bring your arms by your sides, grazing the heels with your fingers. And then from there, when you're ready, as you exhale, you push your hips up. Maybe you interlock the fingers. You guide your shoulder blades in. Squeeze the glutes. Activate through your inner thighs. Great. One more breath. And we slowly, slowly release. Allow your knees to just go from the right to the left. Windshield wiper your knees. And then round 2, your choice. Maybe you come with me for our Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel pose, or you repeat one more bridge. So options again for you to take. So when you're ready, if you're in your wheel pose, bring your hands next to your ears. And from here, we're just gonna start with our hips. So we push the hips up, then we come onto the crown of the head, and then from there, we push away. We breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Well done. You can here now grab your knees in, just hug it all in, creating a gentle flexion across your spine. Sway gently from right and left, from left to right. Great. And just to decompress the lower back a bit more, happy baby is a really good option here. So grab hold of your shins, your ankles, or the outer edges of the feet. And then with your elbows, try and push, guide your knees away. So you open further across the inner thighs and your groin. Try and relax the shoulders down. Make sure your hips are not floating too high off the floor. And just observe all of this new space around your upper body, and now going further into the lower body, the hips. So taking one more deep inhalation through the nose. And release it all out through the mouth. Guide your feet, the knees in. Extend your legs to the opposite corners of your mat. Make sure you have space. And then we'll rest in our Shavasana for the last couple of moments. Of course, feel free to grab a blanket, but please don't skip the Shavasana. It's an important part of our practice. So take a breath when you settle and release it out through the mouth. Shavasana. Now slowly begin to deepen the breath. Introducing gentle, small movements around your body, wiggling the toes, the fingers. Any kind of stretch, maybe bringing your arms above the head, stretching your body from the tips of your toes all the way towards the fingertips. And then in your own time, bend your knees, bring them in. And from there, with your eyes closed, we rise into a seated position. Now, as you get comfortable in your seat, I want to share a little quote with you. The little space within the heart is as great as the vast universe. The heavens and the earth are in there, and the sun and the moon and the stars are in there. Fire and lightning and winds are there, and all that now is, and all that is not. So I invite you to bring your hands next to the heart, the place where we've been creating space today, finding that further expansion. So be grateful for all of this new energy, maybe for things that you were able to let go, to leave behind. So give yourself a big smile for exactly that, for this work that you keep on putting in. So let's reach our arms up towards the sky with a big inhalation. And sigh it out through the mouth. Allow your palms to land just on top of your knees. Thank you so much for this practice. Thank you for opening up your hearts. And wow, but we're on our last day tomorrow, so get some rest. Enjoy the rest of your morning, day, or evening. And I really hope I'll see you for that last day tomorrow. Take care and namaste.